Hello everyone, bonjour à tout le monde. Je m'appelle
Bonjour.
Florian Miusset et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour un live sur la Winter School et le biohackathon qui s'est déroulé à l'UTC la semaine dernière et je suis en compagnie d'une partie de l'équipe gagnante. Peut-être qu'une autre partie va nous rejoindre un peu plus tard. L'interview sera faite et ce live sera fait en anglais puisque c'est avec des étudiants de l'UTC et de l'université de Waterloo au Canada en Ontario. I'll just translate that really quickly. Hello, everyone. My name is Florian. I am a student at UTC, and I'll be the host for today's live stream regarding the winter school that just went on last week. It was a partnership with UTC, so the University of Technology of Compiègne, and the University of Waterloo in Canada, Ontario, if I'm correct. Um, It'll be conducted in English since some of the participants are Canadian, um, and Anglophone Canadians. And so to start things off, maybe you can all tell me a little bit about what is the winter school that you were in? What is a winter school?
Liz, do you want to
Elizabeth,
start?
if you want to start.
You can start. Okay, so like the winter school was organized by the UTC, as you said, and by Mr. Budawood and Dani Strate to be more specific. So these are like the responsible of the biomedical engineering students. And it was in collaboration with the University of Waterloo. So the focus was on sustainable biomedical engineering and e-health, combining seminars, hands-on sessions, and a biohackathon to tackle real-world challenges. So we worked all together so we can conduct a real-time challenge.
Elizabeth, if you want to continue.
Sure. So from our perspective, this winter school is coming through a program called the CBB Create program, which is partially funded by our NSERC here in Canada, which is a government scientific funding agency. And so the main focus for, I guess, our students is to incorporate our biomedical research academic life with more industrial applications and looking to see how we can use our skills to design for real world scenarios.
And the good thing with this hackathon is that we can find a lot of people with different files. Like some people are studying like biology, other mechanical, and like there are a lot of people. So it's a good thing to work together and learn a lot of things.
Are you all in biology or maybe mechanical or informatics?
Yeah, like in our group, there are these three things.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we were mainly engineers, but then we also had some students in like public health science or optometry attend this school as well.
Okay.
I'm a final year biomedical engineering student. Juliette is a mechanical student, but engineering student. Jules is doing like informatics and science.
Yep.
Yeah. And Liz.
Yeah, and then I'm in systems design engineering, but with a focus on biomedical engineering. And then our final group member was a public health PhD student.
Okay. Oh, so it even goes beyond engineering. It's also for PhD. Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
I bet it. What did it bring you in terms of having difficult domains? Was it difficult, perhaps?
So I think it was very interesting from the perspective of like two different countries' approach to just engineering, but also all the different disciplines and how we all work differently to solve problems. So it was really interesting and challenging, I guess, to work together and figure out the best way to implement all of our strengths for this biohackathon.
So
Yeah.
you're talking a lot about a biohackathon. What is the difference between the winter school, the biohackathon? How does it all work?
So the winter school was like the whole week, and so it was the biohackathon, as well as we got many lectures from health professionals and professors and people in industry. But the biohackathon specifically was a competition event where we were sorted into groups with students from both schools and all sorts of disciplines. And kind of the key of a biohackathon is you are these groups of people from very different like academic backgrounds, so like programmers, engineers, scientists, and you're all working together to try to identify and then tackle problems in the biomedical realm.
Yeah, and our goal is to involve brainstorming, prototyping, and presenting a solution like in a limited time together.
And the hackathon is not only in the like biomedical field or like a biological field. It's just an intense collaborative event where teams work to solve real life challenges in a short time. Either it's 2 days, 3 days, or like a week. But in our biohackathon, we focused on medical waste management, remanufacturing, green computing, and like sensor device optimization. We tried to come up with innovative solutions. It's always for innovation, a hackathon, to promote sustainability in healthcare.
And so I see that the subject was quite large of the biohackathon. What was your project specifically?
So our project, we titled it Clean Cath, and we were focused on trying to solve the issue of the massive waste generated by intermittent daily urinary catheters. So these are single-use devices that most patients use about 4 to 6 a day. And so it creates quite a large amount of waste. And so we looked at solving this, and I'll let someone else explain our solution.
Yeah, so we designed a kit for reusing catheters at home. So patients, as Liz said, actually and currently use about 5 single-use catheters per day, which adds up to 150 catheters per month, I guess. So it's a lot of medical waste. And what we thought of was a kit to reuse just, I guess, 12 catheters per month. So the cleaning and the sterilization process is simple and practical in our kit. We already, like use water, detergents, and sodium hypochlorite, and we give it with the kit. So it's provided, I guess, and it's also suitable for both men and women, with catheters of different dimensions to fit each. And yeah, that's the idea. So we designed the whole thing, and we thought of the regulation, we thought of the marketplace, everything.
Juliet, if you have something to add about the project, maybe
Yeah.
what you did as an mechanical engineering student.
Yeah. For example, we also thought about the manufacturing, like because if we produce less catheters, we can have some problem like with the economic. So we want to produce the solution and the new catheters in the same industry where they are already produce the other catheters. And also our solution have a very positive economic impact for people because they have to buy less catheters.
So the goal of this winter school and biohackathon, if I understand correctly, was to make medicine greener and more sustainable.
Yeah,
Is that it?
our subject was the medical waste. So we have to find a solution to have less medical waste, and we decide to take like a small part because like we don't have a lot of time, but
And so why these urinary catheters out of anything? Or maybe it's just a random choice, I don't know. But...
We read a lot of articles and we just came up with the idea, I guess.
Yeah, so I think we identified it kind because it is a maybe under researched, I guess, area. And so there's many patients who want a solution to the waste they're producing with these single-use catheters. And research and regulatory bodies are still kind of working this way through. So we thought it was a good area that had potential for innovation in it.
Yeah, that we had to explore ourselves.
And what elements of your projects do you think were most appreciated by the experts to the point that you won this hackathon? Do you have any idea?
So I think our strength was really in the sustainability aspect of our project. So we were very clear to define very specific sustainability metrics, which I might let Juliet expand upon, because that was really her main focus. But I think we just presented a very like full picture of how we would hypothetically market it, and then the impact it would have on patient, both economy and environmental, but also just on like their ability for personal choice, and things like supply chain worries and etc.
Even like the carbon footprints, how we're gonna reduce it, and the metrics were very we tried to put some good metrics on. And actually I think the other reason is also because we try to balance between innovation and feasibility. Sometimes you can come up with really innovative ideas. I think like all of the participants gave great ideas, but sometimes they were not necessarily feasible. And so we should actually consider the market potential, the regulation in Europe and the United States and Canada, very different from an area to another. And so walking this thin line between new ideas and what's actually achievable in the current healthcare landscape was crucial for for the success of our project.
Yeah, and I think that the jury can see that our solution is feasible because we take also the example of the contact lenses, and we explain that it's typically the same thing, so we can do it. I think they appreciate it.
Yeah, so we did the analogy.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
We did the analogy with the contact lenses because catheters are made of silicone, and contact lenses are made of silicone as well, and they can be like preserved in hypochlorite, sodium hypochlorite. So, you know, when you have these analogies, you can actually explain how it can be done.
Yeah, in an easier way.
An easier way, yeah.
And so, Juliet, I'm very interested. How did you learn how to design and everything in a sustainable way? Was it during the lectures? Was it your courses at UTC?
Yeah, for example, I had a lot of courses about the materials, so we already have some ideas of what type of material are biodegradable, for example, or other things. And also we read a lot of articles about contact lenses, but also about other technology, about things that already happened for the catheters and stuff like that. So I think they are both. We used a lot our classes and our experience, and also we learned a lot of things during this hackathon about all the biology.
And so, what did this experience bring you, both on a personal level, professional level? Maybe it brought you together. Maybe you're friends now. I don't I don't know, but
yeah.
Liz, if you want to start.
Who?
Liz?
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I think it was really interesting, I think on a academic, I guess, level to come back and think again about sustainability, because I think often, especially in the medical field, that's often kind of, I guess, put as like not a main priority, just due to the way that like medical technologies and devices and materials have to be manufactured to be sterile and durable and etc. So it's very interesting to come at it from this sustainable perspective and to look at how you can interact like patient safety and comfort with a sustainable metric. So that was a very interesting, I think, perspective I gained. And then it was also just really great to meet all sorts of new people, both from Waterloo that I had never met here until we went to France, and then also from UTC. And so I think, yeah, there was a lot of bonding between our two schools groups, which was really, really awesome.
Yeah, and also, even though we tackled the same issue and we were like working in the same group, the approach was really different. Maybe because our educational systems are different. I think we're like in France, we're more about the theory part, and in Canada, you're more in the practical side, I guess. And it made us very complementary as each person was excelling, and it's like his area of expertise. So yeah, I guess it was really interesting to see how we can work differently and try to improve patient care while minimizing environmental impact. And I think it will be very beneficial for me because I'll have an internship around catheters. So I'm already thinking about like the impact.
Yeah, and for me, also working in a limited time helped me to develop ability to innovate under pressure and to structure very fast my ideas. Like we never have, like I never had this type of project in my life, like find a solution in 1 week. That's very short. So for me, this helped me a lot to involve my project management skills, for example, and my efficiency.
Yeah. Do you think this could be applied, this way of working, into the professional life? Or do you feel like it's more an experience, a once in a lifetime experience?
I think it's already done in some companies. Sometimes it's called war rooms, I think. They actually close the doors for 2 days straight and they actually try to come up with a solution for the clients, for the customers, I mean. So yeah, I think it's already done and it's being done more and more every day. And it's a very efficient way of working because it requires a lot of collaboration and a lot of you try to give your best self. And when you work with people, a lot of ideas come up, and so yeah, it's more exciting than working by yourself, maybe like at your office. And
Did
yeah,
this whole experience make you wanna work perhaps in another country, or did it have impacts of the sorts on your future, basically?
this year.
I think it does bring to mind that it would be quite interesting, I think, to try to do some work in Europe or wherever, especially like the medical field is very like the innovation and how you work with regulations and everything is very different in different countries. So I do think it would be quite interesting to kind of maybe explore that more in the future. But
We'll see.
Juliette, perhaps you want to work in Australia.
Yeah, yeah, we'll go in Australia in 4 days. So maybe I will have other opportunity to work with other people with new nationalities. So yeah, I think it's good to also to know how to learn with the mentality of others. Like we don't have the same tolerance or the same way to work. So I think it's good to have the ability to adapt our way to work with others.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing ideas as this live stream comes to an end?
I think just that I really hope that the two universities are able to do this again for students because I think it was a really great learning opportunity for us.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm 100% with you on this.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you to all three of you and to the other two participants of this of your project that couldn't be there, sadly. Thank you for being here, and thank you to this audience for watching this live stream. I hope you learned a lot about the BioHackathon and all of the partnerships between UTC and Waterloo and perhaps other universities in the future. Merci à toutes et à tous d'avoir suivi ce live. J'espère que ça a été au niveau du rythme. De toute façon, vous pouvez le retrouver sur les réseaux sociaux et le regarder autant de fois que vous voulez. Et on se dit à très bientôt pour un autre live. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.